Hola and welcome back, Masters and Princesses. I hope your holidays are going well. If you celebrate Christmas, I hope it was wonderful. If you celebrate Hanukkah, I hope it's going still well. And as well as Kwanzaa, if you're still celebrating. I had a wonderful holiday. I got what I wanted for Christmas. I got a KitchenAid. So, gonna make a lot of like cakes, cookies, and all that kind of stuff. Because if you don't know, I like to cook. So, a little bit tidbit about me. Anyway, today we are continuing our journey into the Band-Maid Made in Japan CD that I have never heard of until when I decided to go down a Band-Maid rabbit hole on Spotify. We are going to check that out today. We're going to check out the song Key. So this is, I believe, the third song on the album. So before we jump in, if you like the channel, like and subscribe, share wherever you want. If you want to check out more, there's some links down in the description below for my Discord, as well as my Patreon. Today we are doing a two-way reaction of Chemical Reaction, the album version and the instrumental version. The only reason why there's not a three-way is because I can't seem to find a live version of it that I own. So, or I have been lent at least. So yeah, I would like to check that out at some point. So anyway, let's just jump right in. Okay. Look, listen, I listen to a lot of complex music, I feel. So like this form of Band-Maid being quote unquote simplistic, the reason why I'm putting it in quotes is because we know what they're like now. But with this level of simplicity, it's kind of nice. I'm not feeling like I'm being tossed and turned about with like different key changes and time signatures and everything. So it's kind of nice because you can put this on in the background and not be distracted by it. And the reason why I'm saying that, okay, you have to understand what I mean by this first. So again, huge gamer. I play a lot of video games, and just recently, because I've had time, I've been playing some games on my break, and I have been occasionally distracted by the music in the background because I want to hear what's happening instead of actually paying attention to what's happening in the video game. And this is why I actually turn music off in games sometimes. And it's because I want to hear those, those extremes. I can't, the words, I'm failing at words right now. I did not have my coffee today. But because this is so nice and simple that I'm not trying to pick out anything quite yet. And I know as soon as I go back though, I'm going to start trying to pick and listen to more. My ear is more pulled towards the guitar riff in general. Like that's what I hear the most. And then I drop out of listening to that, and then I hear Psyche. So we're gonna go back. See? Now I do like that the small transition into the chorus or into the verse. Ugh. Anyway, man, am I okay? Anyway. can still hear that riff in the background, all muted. There's a filter over Psyche's voice. We get a change in guitar part here. This is a nice change here. Those boots, baby. There is some play in the guitar part in the background. And I'm sure this part's going to come back again, so we're not going to rewind. But I wonder, so as I'm listening, I can hear some of Misa's bass parts. And I wonder, so like the music was written for them by somebody else, right? I'm starting to wonder if Misa was just like, nah, I'm going to do what I want anyway. Because there's more movement from her than I would have expected in like this style early stages of Band-Maid, right? Because we're getting a lot of vanilla guitar parts, vanilla drum parts, and we know that's not our maids, right? We know what their creative beings are. So I'm curious if like Misa's just like, nah, I'm just gonna add a little bit here and there, and what are they gonna say? What? So that's just what I'm curious about. But anyway, let's keep going. And back to the riff. And see, very similar to what we had earlier. Now. A little bit of, yeah, see, play in the bass part there. There is a cool guitar part in the background. Again, mayhaps, wow. It may have been written by somebody else, but still, the fact that they're able to execute what is being asked of them very perfect, you know, it's cool to sit here and listen to it. What I want to go back for in particular is, again, I'm gonna shut up this time because I want you to listen for bass and I want you to listen for that background guitar. I'll try and whisper a little over it, but listen for bass. Now listen for the guitar part in the background, not the rhythm. And you know that's Konami. Liked that. There's something about it that, what did it remind me of? Well, okay, let's talk about how it's layered first. Obviously, we have rhythm guitar, the doom ba da do ni da da boom ba da do ni da da that stuck out in my head, in my ear first, and then we got a guitar solo that kind of, I know that I said this before, it's similar to, like, I know Konami has really digs like Van Halen and Santana and stuff. And I guess there's like that little Santana flavor, not Santana, Van Halen flavor. It's almost James Bondy. It's not quite the right chord progression. I like Akane's part here. And then that transition again. Oh, the little lion. Yeah, I think personally there's a lot of cool stuff happening, such like the background of the chorus. What I was mostly listening for was that arpeggiated guitar part that floats above everything. It's very faint. You have to listen for it, but you have to be very mindful. Like, you have to, like, if you shut your eyes and just kind of listen to the chorus, you can hear it on top of everything. And then obviously, like, some of Misa's bass lines seem really, really like planned out and then manipulated somewhat, like as if she decided, like, nah, I'm gonna do what I want. And then that drum part with solo, like how there's nothing at first. Akane's just doing cymbals, and then it turns into cymbals, some toms, cymbals, and then some. She really drives it. Short and sweet. But yeah, I really like that. She was adding those accents back to the music that were missing from the original drum part that Akane was giving us. Now, the reason why I find this absolutely fascinating is because I had no idea. Like, I knew the album art of this existed, but I didn't know it was an album. I just thought it was a picture. That's really all I thought it was. And then when I was looking on Spotify and I had found Made in Japan, and I was like, what? This is an album? And I went through the names of the songs and everything. I was like, this must be really old, and I'd never heard of this. And I'm sure you guys have mentioned it to me before, but I don't know why I'd never really like thought about diving down. So here we are. I like it. I really like seeing where they've come from. And again, even though it is quite simple, it still has its small complexities, and it may not be all their, input, but the fact that they can execute what people tell them to is also something really, really unique. It's really cool to know that they're capable of doing such a thing, because then that means if anything has been composed for them, they're gonna nail it, and it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be well done. So of course, as a curious party, I went out and looked up English translation lyrics. I will not lie, I am glad that Miku and Saiki, mostly Miku, takes care of writing the lyrics nowadays. I'm not saying these are words, like the words for these songs are boring, but like, and it could be a poor translation. This is what I found and I pulled it up. Alone that light I held my hand, someday I can fly. That's what I was praying for. I heard the voice of the wind when I kneeled on the ground. During struggle, grasp tightly a key. Only things that can be thrown are increasing to this town. I do not feel pain either. It's not bad. I just think I really appreciate the meaningfulness that Miku and occasionally Saiki put into writing lyrics for their music now. All right, another song from Made in Japan. Down. How many more to go? I know there's quite a few, so there will be more coming, obviously. I know my journey is nowhere near done. I know. So, anyway, I enjoyed this one. I thought it was really interesting, but I want to hear what you guys have to say. Let's continue that conversation about music. What do you hear? And how do you feel about this song? And what do you think about the lyrics? What do you think about what I talked about when it comes to Misa probably like taking a little liberty? Or yeah, so let me know what you think down below. And as usual, if you like the channel, like and subscribe. If you want to check out more, Patreon, Discord in the description below. Today we're checking out Chemical Reaction, two-way reaction, album and instrumental, so I'm excited. Anyway, I hope you're still having a wonderful holiday, whether you're hanging out with friends or family, and I hope you're being safe as well. Take your vitamins. Anyway, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next Band-Maid Sunday. Peace out.